thought about your future and wondered how you were going to be able to come up with enough money to be able to afford the lifestyle you want? One of the most important questions you can ask yourself is something I'm sure you have all heard before. Is it something you need, or is it just something you want? That is quoted by Lisa Kiplinger in her article about money when kids are all ears. Continually asking yourself this question when faced with buying is the easiest and most straightforward way to start saving your money. In my speech, I will persuade you to start saving money by informing you of why you should start saving early and long-term benefits, as well as give you tips on how to start saving. Before I tell you how you should save money, I will inform you of the benefits that come with starting to save money early. In the article, Their Future Begins Now by Black Enterprise, it is stated that the key is to start saving no later than when a child reaches the age of 5, because that's when parents can stop paying for full child care expenses. For all of you, the age of 5 is way behind you, but I think this quote is important for all of us to know. If your parents took part in saving your money when you were young, you are already a few steps in the right direction. Sunny Lee wrote in the article titled Lessons for the Young, children often nag their parents to buy them things and take them places without earning the rewards. They repeatedly ask for more, and mom and dad often give in to their demands. Whether they come from wealth or poverty, these children do not understand the value of money and need to earn their own. With this poor foundation, they easily can grow into oblivious adults who spend instead of save and make more investment and spending choices. I think this applies to a lot of young people and teenagers to stop relying on their parents, as it will only hurt them in the long run. If financial freedom is the goal in adulthood, then saving money is one of the foundational building blocks needed to make that goal a reality for all of us. If kids do learn how to save money when they don't have things that they need to pay for and they aren't paying any bills, they're likely to get more out of it. Now that I have hopefully persuaded you to start saving money, I'll let you know why it is important to do so in order to have a better future. In my audience analysis, I asked why people think it's important to save money, and the big answer for most of us was college. For some of you, saving for college and saving for after college might not seem like a big deal. For others, the thought of needing money may place a large amount of stress on you. This is just another reason to start saving early, and there are so many ways to go about saving in order to have as much money as possible and be stable later in your life. In the article, Finding That Saving Sweet Spot by Walter Updegrade, he states, if you save regularly and invest sensibly, you will eventually hit a crossover point where your investment gains exceed contributions that you make to your accounts. He also writes, that's why a balanced, disciplined, long-term approach that will successfully get you to that crossover point beats a strategy that swings for the fences and takes on short-term risks. From the information from that article, I hope you now understand the importance of saving and how it can benefit you. Also, I encourage you to take into consideration the big things that you will need to pay for in your future and think about your priorities. Ask yourself when you want to buy a t-shirt that you've really been wanting, if saving that $20 will benefit you later in the future when you need $20 to pay a bill when you're in college. Now that you know why you should save money, let me tell you how. Andrea Carr provides numerous methods to save money in the article titled Kids Should Start Saving Money Early. The first of 5 methods is use the pay yourself first technique. This is when, let's say you get $10 for your birthday and you take a fixed amount, like let's say 20%, and put that directly into savings. Then you use the $8 you have left and buy things that you need to buy, and then use the money that you have left after that to buy just something that you want. The second way is to find easy spending trade-offs. This could be thrifting or doing DIY projects or buying something and fixing it up. And it could also be eating at home rather than going out for lunch, or buying a cheaper version of something you've been wanting, like a dupe. Although it might not be easy to make those trade-offs in the moment, having the extra money later on in your future is sure to benefit you. The third method is simple. Find more ways to earn cash. This is something that we have all probably tried to do, whether it be doing extra chores around the house, yard work, walking a neighbor's dog, babysitting, or selling unworn clothes on an Instagram account. Doing any of those things will surely get you some extra money to use in your future. Another way is to take advantage of student discounts when shopping. A lot of businesses have these student discounts, especially for kids in college, and they don't advertise them, and a lot of people don't know about them. So when you're checking out at a store, it's super easy, just ask if they have a student discount, and it can save you a lot of money. The last method that she mentions is to put cash gifts from birthdays and holidays directly into savings. Now, this is probably something that none of you want to do, and it doesn't need to be your whole gifts, but if, let's say you start at your first Christmas and you put $50 from all of your Christmas gifts into your savings, eventually that, by the time you're 18 years old going off to college, that's going to end up being a lot of money. Also, like for your birthday, you're probably going to get presents, but if you ask for cash or like gift cards, you don't need to put the gift cards away. You can keep the gift cards, and you can keep, let's say, like all the clothes you get. Just putting away at least some of the cash is what's gonna eventually add up to a lot of money. So by using at least one of those methods, you are certain to have at least enough money to get you started. In my speech, I persuaded you to start saving money by informing you of the short-term and long-term benefits and gave you tips on how to start saving. A quote from Teach Children About Cash says, Money Saving Expert by Addy says, money worries are one of the greatest contributors not only to mental health problems, but also to unhappiness, and happiness is important. Thank you for listening to my speech, and that's my works cited page.